Frustration is when someone was very stressed off at his day. What else do you want me to say?
So tell me what frustrates you personally.
Today, everything is very busy. Today is Monday, right? People are busy going up and down. That's what frustrates me today.
Why is it frustrating you? They say when you're busy, it's good now. At least you're working.
It's not really frustrated, but to me, it's very frustrated to me because I live in Ogun State, and Ogun State is not busy like this. That's why.
So you came all the way from Ogun State to do business here?
No, I came to buy phone. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, please. All right, so can you tell me what's frustrating everybody in Nigeria? Everybody's just angry.
The economy of Nigeria is not good right now. That's what makes people angry, Sha. The economy is not good.
Just the economy?
It's the economy.
So if the economy should stabilize now?
Everything will be okay.
Nobody will be frustrated again?
Yes, I'm sure that.
So for you personally, is the economy that is frustrating you?
It's the economy. Nigeria is not good at all. Our leaders are doing things on their own to favor them, to suit their minds, not to suit the people in the world minds. They do things at their own kinesha for themselves. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, sir. Please join us.
Oh, hold on. Close this thing.
It's not radio.
What?
We're live on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes, sir. Say hello.
Wait, hold on.
No, we can't pause. It's live. It's not recorded. It's live on Facebook. If you go on Facebook now, you're going to see us right there.
What are your name? Impulse?
Yes, Pulse TV. That's where we are right now. So would you like to tell us what frustration means to you?
No comment for now.
Alright, hi guys, how are you doing today? Pulse TV Live right here in Ikeja. Today we're discussing frustration because you step out of your house and the first thing you see is either somebody fighting, accident, traffic. There's something always making people so frustrated, and of course we take it out on each other. So I want to know, why are people actually frustrated? You know, is there like a general reason why we're frustrated, or I'm sure we have individual reasons. You know, for me in the morning it's traffic. How you doing? Come and join us. For me it's traffic. You step out in the morning, you spend 2 hours in traffic to your office, you get to work, you know, something is not happening, something's not working, and you step out again, another traffic. It's just, yeah, personally traffic is frustrating me, so I'm here to find out what is frustrating everybody else, to see if we have the same issues, so to speak. Hello, sir. What is frustrating you?
What is what?
Frustrating you. Can you share with us?
That's very stupid.
Wow. Okay. I don't know if you heard, but he said that's very stupid. Clearly he's frustrated. How you doing? Yep, frustrated. See? Would you like to tell us, sir, what is frustrating Nigerians? Ah. I don't know this. My friend, how far? How are you doing today now?
I am fine today. I'm always fine.
You're always fine. Are you frustrated today?
Frustrated.
Anything they frustrate you?
I can't be frustrated.
You can't be frustrated.
Yes.
No matter what happens.
I can't be
Even
frustrated.
the economy bad, you will not be frustrated.
The state of mind.
State of mind. No food on your table, you're not frustrated.
I'm not frustrated.
Never pay your house rent, you're not frustrated.
I'm not frustrated.
Your car break down for road, you're not frustrated.
I'm not.
If person die, uncle.
Mind. If
Person die, uncle.
I can be sad, but I can't be frustrated.
So frustration is a state of mind.
Yes.
You can condition your mind to not be frustrated.
Definitely.
How do you do that? Can you share with us so that we can practice? Because me too, I don't want to be frustrated. So I want to condition my brain to not be frustrated no matter what the situation is. So please help us.
Believe in God.
Okay.
Believe in God. If it's bad today, it will definitely be good tomorrow.
Philosophy right there. If it's bad today, for sure it's going to be good tomorrow. So you're having a good day so far, Abi?
No, it's not been a good day. It's not been a good day, but anything can still change.
Right, it's too early.
Yeah, it's still early. So I can't write it off yet.
Keep the faith. Yeah. All right then. Thank you. I like that. Frustration is a state of mind. If you're able to control your mind to see the beauty in any situation, to see the light at the end of any tunnel, then I'm sure you can get through your day, right? I mean, it's just 24 hours, right? The day is too early. I'm sure there's somebody out here who's willing to vent. Hello. All right. Hello. Join us. Why are you running? She's probably where she's not supposed to be. Alright guys, you know the drill. Send in your comments. I will be reading shortly. Hello. How you doing? Oh my God, there's always something over there. Always.
For rep, federal house of rep, I'm a boycott you are. Tori pa one majority, Yoruba mani minority.
Just now.
Live on Facebook. Live on Facebook.
Just tell me please, what's frustrating Nigerians? That's all I want to know. What is frustrating Nigerians?
Economically, we're angry because how can I describe this thing? Economically, we're not okay. So, according to what we read or what we saw on Facebook, the average, not average, over 75% of Nigerians cannot earn how much a day? How many dollars?
But the poverty capital of the world.
So poverty is affecting us. So we cover most as the number 2. The poverty in existence of poverty, we carry the highest percentage in what? Number 1 and number 2. So we are angry.
So that's what's frustrating everybody. But you personally, is that what is frustrating you as your own difference?
Relatively, almost the same thing.
So are you saying the base of every Nigerian's happiness is money?
I'm not talking about money. Everybody, most Nigerian works, but we earn lower than what we do.
So they should increase people's salaries.
You know, I'm not an economist, so I can't, because there are some economists that came out. They say increasing of salary will cause inflation in the country. So I don't think if many professionals can come out to say that. So I'm not in that line. So I don't know what they see, what they foresee. But I think the only thing that is frustrating us is that the money we're earning, our expenses is very low. Our expenses is very high.
The expenses are high, not low.
Than what is not matching. So if you can do something that will make all those, especially food, housing, cloth, if all these things can come down, so we'll be okay with the money we're earning.
So it's not so much a salary increase, but just a balance.
I'm not an expert in that field, so I can't really say if it will be better for them to increase, because I've read some book that I heard that immediately when you increase salary, inflation will come up, will follow. So I don't know about that. But I don't think they should. To my own, I'm not an economist, but to my own understanding, if a senator can be collecting 13.5 million for a senatorial district to develop a senatorial district, not salary, and that one does not cause inflation. So how can adding to the salary increment can cause inflation in the country? So I think, to my own understand their hands. So that's what I thought. But I'm not an expert. I can't say much about that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's the topic?
We want to know, first of all, what does frustration mean to you?
Frustration? Frustration simply means when you are unable to achieve your goals, simply because you've been trying and you have not been succeeding. So you get to a point, you give up hope and courage. That's the whole idea of frustration.
Now, what is frustrating Nigerians in general? Why are we always so angry?
Many things. There is this saying that a hungry man is an angry man. When you are hungry, you don't laugh. You don't feel happy. Because the economy is pressing you down. As you can see, in Nigeria today, people are not happy because of the economic pressure. People find it difficult to feed. Food is very expensive in Nigeria. The average Nigerian worker spends 60%, not less than 60% on feeding. And that's because there is shortage of food in the country. And the government has not done enough to improve agriculture. So that's why you see that people are not happy. A lot of people are not well paid. It's not as if they are not well paid. As a matter of fact, the highest capacity of federal government to pay is 18,000 minimum wage. There is nothing wrong with that minimum wage. That minimum wage is in line with our per capita income. Yes, of course. I can tell you that the average Nigerian worker earns more than the American worker. Now let's do the math, because many people don't do the maths. That is why they don't have the yardstick to make comparison. What is America's GDP? America's GDP is 54,000, per capita income. Okay, the American per capita income, that is how much an individual worth. The purchasing power of an individual is $54,000, about 54,000. Okay, the Nigerian per capita income is less than $2,000 now. Minimum wage in the US is $1,800. Do the math. $1,800 over 54,000. Then do the math here. 18,000 over 700,000. So it's the same. Okay, the minimum wage is proportional to our per capita income. If your per capita income increases, then your wage will increase. Now what is happening to Nigeria is that Nigerians are not well catered for. No basic amenities, no social amenities. We have to buy everything by ourselves, and this has made money to become God in Nigeria. That is why you see everyone is craving for money. Money has never been this powerful in the history of humanity like it is in Nigeria today. In other countries of the world, you can spend a day without money, because when you wake up in the morning, the food to eat is not a problem. In America, $1 we feed you for eight times. $1 equals 8 meals. 8 times. In Nigeria, it's not so. $1 is about 316 naira. 316 naira cannot buy you a good plate of food. They cannot. Now, in housing is taken care of. Government support housing initiative. Education in America is free. Okay, we can make education free throughout the country. Then basic amenities. Hospital is free. If you are sick, you get your hospital pass. In Nigeria, it's not so. Okay, so the water is free. Every Nigerian provides water in his house. Other countries of the world, electricity, power is free. We don't have power here. In Nigeria today, we spend our money in things which the government ought to provide. So that is why you see that the people are frustrated, people are not laughing. Nigerians were once happy people. Today we have lost that virtue of happiness. So what I'm trying to buttress is this. President Buhari has failed Nigerians. There is no gainsaying the fact that President Buhari has failed. Since 4 years, he has not scored one economic goal. Probably because he doesn't know where the goalpost is. Because it's when you know where the goalpost is, you can score a goal. He cannot identify one economic problem. He cannot provide a solution. He has not scored a goal because he doesn't know where the goalpost is. So he should leave office by 2019. We are tired. We are We are disillusioned. You know what disillusionment means? A state of total despair. We can continue to, if Buhari goes to pilot America, he will run America down. Every 10 years, visionary leadership is supposed to conduct census. The last census was done by President Obasanjo in 2006. President Buhari is supposed to do census by 2016. He has not. He doesn't know the number of people he's governing over. Nigerian government cannot tell you this is the number of people living in Nigeria because they don't have a plan for us. So we need a proactive government. Why I am sure is because he worked with President Obasanjo, and under President Obasanjo, our social welfare was better, except you want to lie to yourself. Living standard was better. We didn't struggle this much to feed because President Obasanjo was a proactive leader. He made things to happen, and Atiku worked under him. So Atiku, no doubt, knows how to administer things. He knows how to administer to give results. So Nigerians should forget about sentiment. This is not the time to be influenced by sentiments, tribal or religious sentiments. Put it aside. The economy does not know tribalism or sentimentalism or religion. Let's scrutinize the two very well. Atiku is the way to go. There is no gainsaying the fact. President Buhari should pack his load and leave office by 2019. We have exercised enough patience. 4 good years, nothing done to improve our living standard. No employment policy, no job creation. There is nothing you have done to increase the welfare of workers. What is his policy on education? What is his policy on infrastructure? In 3 years, we can see what Governor Ambode did in Lagos. He transformed Lagos in 3 years. What has President Buhari done? What is his policy on health care? He has enjoyed good health care treatment. Use our money to service his health abroad. Does he know the millions of Nigerians that die of ordinary malaria, who do not have access to health facilities? Now that he has recuperated, he has gotten back to good health. What policy does he have on ground to make sure that every sick person has access to health care? This is a Nigeria where an elderly person dies of common illness because he or she cannot afford common drug prescription. Why in other countries of the world, government pay for the elderly that drug prescription? Nigeria, you have to do everything by yourself. Our young men cannot take a wife because no job, because the income level is low. So that's the reason why people are not happy. And let me tell you something, if we do not make a good choice this time around, because 2019 is just like a crossroad in Nigeria's political history. The choice we make or mar us. If we allow ourselves to be influenced by sentiment and vote Buhari, a product that has failed, a product that did not work, we vote him again, then we are going to suffer another peril for another 4 years. That's it. So I want everyone to go home and have a rethink. Atiku is the way to go. No going back. I've not been paid to say this. I'm saying this because I was one of those who supported President Buhari to get into power. And everyone that supported him has become disillusioned. So it's time to make a U-turn.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a mouthful. Sir, would you like to join us?
Yes.
I heard you seem to have a lot to say. Can you tell us what is frustrating us? Sorry, please excuse me.
Because I'm telling you, we are very, very annoyed about him.
That's why we're here. Why is everybody annoyed?
I'm among the people that vote him there. I stand for son for more than 3 hours because I want to vote a good president. But at the end of the day, when he entered, for the first year, nothing. Second year, nothing. Since I was born, I've never faced this kind of situation. Imagine there was a time they are selling a plate of Gari for 1,500. Since I was born, I've never bought a Gari for 1,500. Since all the old president, they say this one come and bad, this one come and bad. This is the worst. In fact, he cannot go anywhere. He cannot go anywhere. It's not going. That is what I have to say about him.
So who is going to help push the country forward?
We are going for Atiku. Atiku is the way forward. Atiku is the yes, I'm sure about it. Atiku is the way forward. Yes.
That's judging based on what?
About.
You said Atiku is the way forward. You are judging based on what?
I'm judging based because Atiku have been there. He know the line. He know the whole this thing. Atiku is a rich man. He has his own money. Not for somebody to enter the place and use our money to go and treat himself and come back first. No. So we don't want him. We don't want him. We are afraid of him. We are tired everywhere. I imagine. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed though.
The annoyance is real. The frustration is even more real and very evident. Yes, encourage them. Before they come, you join us. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sorry, sir.
Hey.
What is causing the frustration in Nigeria? Why is everybody angry?
Hey, bad leadership now. It's very, very clear now. It's bad leadership. Nothing more. Because Nigerians need an enabling environment and we don't have it. Buhari promised heaven on earth and said that dollar will become equal to naira. And what is happening? All the whole promises he made to Nigeria, he has not fulfilled one of them. Nigerians are living in frustration and anger. What level of leadership, fraudulent leadership, are we going to equate this to? It's so bad. Nigeria is hot, and it is because of bad leadership. Buhari's bad leadership. It's evil. APC, Buhari, and all the leaders all are evil. And if Nigerians don't vote them out in 2019, we are done for. We are finished. Yes. And everybody must get his voters card ready because these bloody guys must be voted out clearly. They are fraudulent people, all of them. No one outside them.
Since you've been born, is this the worst government of Nigeria you have experienced?
You are a journalist, you should know now. This is the worst.
Personally.
This is the worst. I have never seen it. When it came out in 1984, we noticed the same thing. Now it becomes worse. When we have everything available and nothing is going. And there's never been a time that fraud has been practiced like APC has practiced fraud in Nigeria. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. The heat is real. We're asking why everybody is frustrated. There's so much frustration everywhere.
Yes, now.
You personally, what is frustrating you?
First, let me tell you. Initially, they were calling me Orobo. That was my name, Orobo. Since when Buhari came, then, yes, now. See my bet. Now, yeah. Not be laughing matter. I did put my bet year before. Since when Buhari come, I can't put another hole. Me, I can't say yes, I reduce. I don't see go. Before I dey eat well, I go chop plate. I dey eat well. Until now, I will chop, I will buy rice, I will buy beer, I will buy it, I will chop. 300 I will belle full. But now, I don't even chop like that again, my sister.
So $1 fit feed you for one day?
$1 is how much? I want to feed me. $1 feed my piggy for one day now. My son in the morning we chop, we eat rice. If they go to our buy rice for 150, 1 meat, that is 200 naira. Me and I buy it too. I have 4 children. So I have $1 want to feed me. It's not possible. God for a bad thing. $1 cannot feed me for in the morning, only in the morning. I did it well now.
What is frustrating Nigerians?
President now, we need new faces. Both Atiku, both Buhari, both Peter Obi, all of them, may they come out. I beg, I think God beg them. May they all leave us. We want new faces. All these and now, all these former boys, we said not thief before. They are coming to reinforce. What are they coming to do? They don't have anything to offer us. Both the APC and the PDP, we want, let them bring new, not, yes, well, all these new, I don't want Saraki, I don't want Atiku, I don't want Buhari. All of them, I don't trust any of them. So we just want new government.
So you can trust?
President, now I might tell my sister, now Trump I trust. I don't trust anybody for Nigeria like this. Trump.
Who's Trump? Donald Trump?
Yes, of US. He may come become our president. I tell you, because now, no, that's the only solution. Because if you put anybody there, they will spoil this country.
If they put there, you go spoil the country.
If they put God and man, oh my God, Nigeria will look like USA.
May we talk true. You say before God and man.
I say before God, I say Nigeria will be like USA. The poorest president in the world is from Uruguay. And he is the highest president in the world. But look at the countries developing. Yes, now they don't dupe us finish. They are duping us. They do a sakamaje, advanced sakamaje in the political way, in the federal way. They will go use propaganda campaign take collect our vote. They go they want people with 6,000. Nigerians are hungry. If you give me 6,000, I'll vote for you. 1,000 I go vote. Yes, now I'll collect more. I don't get choice. I tell you.
So if you there, waiting you go change.
One,
go make Nigeria better.
One, first of all, employment. There's no employment in this country. No employment. We are on our own. Everybody is not self-employed. We are on our own. No. If you don't create money for yourself, you are not an entrepreneur. You will suffer in this country. You will just go die. This minimum wage cannot help this country. People they work on that government say they suffer. So that's why he said, boy, now they sell pure time. Everybody is buying quicker. They sell. Who they sell? The chaka they sell. Who they buy? Who get 5,000? I'll go start business. If you want to go work one place, they don't even pay you. My wife work for 4 months. They don't pay her 3 months salary. She's a teacher. So what are you talking about? Me, I'm a self-entrepreneur. I sell my goods myself. I make money for myself. I don't get government. I just believe that I just live in a country. I don't have a country name. I just live in the country. There's nothing like I don't have a president. I don't have anybody. I don't know anything like Nigeria. But I'm just living in the country because I'm on my own. No. So this one now, because the country now is really frustrating. If I get money, I'll try to come out.
The heat is still on. The heat is still on. It is blazing here. We are very, very frustrated, but we are here to find out why. This is a good way for people to kind of vent, let it all out. We have a lot to say. We have a lot of worries and frustrations. So let's keep pouring. So you've been with us since you haven't spoken with us, so I'm sure you have a lot to say as well.
I don't want to make any comments.
You don't want to make any comment. You're just observing everybody and their own comments. Interesting. All right. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, can you tell me why Nigerians are so frustrated?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for making me to come to the news. The reason is because we have a bad government. It is a government that failed to look at the life of the masses that put them there. They promise heaven and earth that they are going to do this and that, but the moment they get there, they forget the people that put them there. And there are people that don't have the fear of God. But I would say that the governments in Nigeria, we don't have governments. Anybody can just come out and then say whatever he likes, so far you have that money. God, I'm so surprised to hear that somebody will just come overnight and say, this is the person that I want him to be there, or I want her to be there, without the mind of the masses. That means automatically you just come in and say, that means all we lining up to vote, we are just wasting our time. You just say, this is the person I want, and this person must rule, without the mind of the masses. Is that government? It is not government. We don't have government in Nigeria. They don't have human feelings. Look at Nigerians. Look at, I saw a woman riding Okada, carrying somebody. How can a woman ride Okada and start feeling? It's very bad. We are going nowhere, except there's a change.
Who do you think can bring that change?
The change?
Yes.
Well, it is only God that can change us with the prayers of Nigerians, because I don't know who can change the country. But all I know is that with one voice, let's forget about APC, PDP. The person that can make Nigeria, make the youth and make every Nigerian to be happy is what we want. It's not a party. Party is nothing. What is APC? What is PDP? Or what is other political party? Somebody that can make Nigeria to be a Nigerian so that everybody will be happy is what we want. It's not a party. People today even if that person you are going to pick the spin and start eating, so far you are a member of that party, they will say that I must vote for PDP, I must vote for APC, without looking the other side of it. Let me tell you something. We in Nigeria, we are just like a fowl. You know, when you throw away something on the ground, fowl will go and pick. He will not look back whether somebody will hold it. That is we in Nigeria. Once they give all that little money, so everybody rushing it. But you forget the past. You don't know what is going to happen at the end. That is what is suffering us. Look at people sharing money, you start running there. At the end, they will vote for them. And at the end, we will continue to suffer. Buhari shouldn't be there anyway. If we were to ask Buhari now, how much have you spent for your medical distance abroad? If they will be faithful to tell you how much Buhari will has spent for his medical treatment. In fact, a dog will start to talk. A dog. They have spent a lot of money, wasting our money. For the past 4 years that this president has been here, He has not even made one stick of matches. If I ask you, since this very present president has been a president in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, can you tell me one thing that the president have done that if he leave the country as a president will be able to remember that this is what Buhari have done? Yes. Can you tell me one thing? One, even if it's a stick of matches, nothing. Instead they are arresting and arresting and arresting. At the end of the day, the money that he arrested, where is the money? We have not seen it. And today paper, I'm so surprised. I almost wanted to go to toilet. They say they want to borrow money. All the other money that they have been borrowing, where has the money gone to? Okay, if you say you want to be a president of the country, you want to continue there, you must show one sign. Okay, now you want to come the second time. The second time you want all Nigeria to start dying. That's what you want. Look at ordinary cattle. They are going to people's villages and start eating people farm. What they suffer for, what they sweat for, and the government is not even looking at it. They don't even want to care. I plant my farm, I'm inside the farm under rain and sun, and animal will just come and start eating everything, and those people will even have the bold mind to even shoot the owners of the farm. Where do they have their gun? Where do they have their gun? Who gave them gun? At the end, you will not hear anything. Everything will be buried. Look at people dying in Benue, dying in different other states. Why many people have the government proved that this is the person, so the government did not see them? They saw them. But because the people there that are owning all those, I mean, the owners of all those things, they are in top government, so they don't even value the life of human being. That is where we are. So,
sir, if you were given the chance to change this country, how would you do so?
Oh, it's a pity that I will not be able to be given that chance to change the country. If I would have been able to give the chance to change the country, Nigeria have enough. Nigeria have enough to take care of every Nigerian person in this country. If you look at the money our political people are stealing, how many of us are in Nigeria? What is the population of Nigeria? But I'm telling you that the population of Nigeria that we have, even one person has that money that can even, if you give ordinary Nigeria 2 million naira, there is a person that has more than that money. So, what are we? The money is there, but they are packing it. And at the end, you know where the money has gone to. So, we need prayer.
The prayer we need.
The prayer we need is for us to have a good government. A government that will fear. A government that will know the suffering of the masses. A government that will know that it is these poor people that put them. How many rich men will go and line up on the road and start voting? It will not. It will not. It is only the poor people that are putting them there. And when they get there, they will not be able to remember the poor ones. That is that. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. You can see we are venting. Venting is good. You would like to talk with us? Of course. Of course.
On the...
Yes, we want to know what is frustrating you. Let's even start with a personal one. What is frustrating you personally?
What is frustrating me?
No, not Nigerians. Just you first.
What is frustrating me presently now is the lack of the enabling environments for we the youths, the masses that has this entrepreneurial know-how to succeed. As far as Nigeria is concerned, with all your entrepreneurial abilities, the enabling environment is not there. Now they say some people are protesting that their labor, whatever, NLC, that their salary should be upgraded. But at the end of the day, if they upgrade this NLC, their salary, how many percentage of Nigerians are directly employed either by the government or by private companies or private establishments? So the problem now is most of us are just as someone said here earlier on, that most of us are just entrepreneurs. We survive through our own means. Are you getting me? We not only survive through our own means, we also provide basic necessities of life by ourselves. If you look around you, I can't lie to you, I cannot see the presence of governments in our everyday life. Apart from this road that we are tagged by maybe Raji Rasaki, that's this governor in Lagos State that did so many things. No, Jakonde. Most of Jakonde infrastructure, what he put down, the infrastructures he put down, most of them are still what we are enjoying up till now. It's until of recent that we had people like Fashola that did, let me say, like 30 to 40% of what Jakonde did. Because since this new democratic dispensation, this since 1999, I can't lie to you, all we have been practicing is just what I will call, the more you look, the less you see. It has been a bunch of Yahoo and fraudsters guys that come together and form these political parties to defraud Nigeria. That's what is happening. Forget what they tell you in television. We are going to do this, we are going to do that, we are on this, we are on that. Everything is just deceit. They are deceitful in nature. I don't know if you've seen Ganduje, the governor of Kano State, collecting money bribe that he denied previously. Now this thing is on net now, that they showed him live. He cannot deny that one. I watched it. He was putting dollars in his agbada like this, which was bribe. He first denied it, but I don't know how he's going to deny this present one, because this one is so obvious that it was him in his office. And this is what has been happening. It's just that maybe he had problem with someone and that person choose to expose him. This is the normal, this is what we all know. But it's just that we are not used to seeing it live like this. Are you getting it? So, but this one is enough evidence to say, okay, to reaffirm that fact that we already know. Are you getting me? So this is what has been happening. The Nigerian value system has been so degraded that what we are saying now is between Atiku and Buhari. People are saying Atiku. Our value system is so down these days because under normal circumstances, in a saner climb, people like Atiku supposed to be cooling off in Kirikiri say, because all these people have looted Nigeria, blue and how do they call it, black and blue. They have looted us in billions and they are still in government. Now the only all I know is that Atiku may be a better leader than
when compared with Buhari.
Everybody has his own yardstick to measure his own standards. People like us that are, I will say, we want everything to be in order. People like us, if you should say, let me place Buhari with other candidates that are also vying for this 2019 election, I will say after Buhari as the worst, Atiku should be the second. Are you getting me? But because our value system has been so degraded that we no longer think in our right frame of mind. People that are surprised, even some people that are a little bit learned, they can no longer reason properly because of what? Because of hunger. Because hunger affects the mind. When hunger affects the mind, people that were supposed to be acting wisely, they will start acting foolishly, which is as a result of hunger. Don't be surprised, they say they collect 5,000 to vote for they use 5,000, 4,000 to bribe people to vote for a particular party. Don't be surprised if you go to where they are doing all these votes, you see that even people that are learned, people that are supposed to know that they are selling their future, their 4 years, they are selling it with 4,000. Are you getting me? They will still participate. First and foremost, that means they have been disenfranchised by everything that is happening in Nigeria. Disenfranchised from your PVC, disenfranchised from the way they even do set the arena for the voting process, whereby after the whole votes in a polling unit, before they, maybe for example this is a polling unit, before they move from here to under bridge there, they will say some hoodlums have carted away with this thing. That's why people like Saraki now, the Senate and the House of Rep, they are agitating that they must have what they call electoral reform, which will ensure that each of the polling units will transmit the results electronically to a central processing center, not a situation whereby they will carry all these things manually. Are you getting me? Manually, that is supposed, look, with the peculiar situation of Nigeria, we're supposed to have outgrown that situation whereby they will be carrying ballot this thing, because anything can happen. And now Buhari, knowing fully well that this is the only way he can rig his way, he has not assented to that bill. Are you getting me? This is what is happening presently in Nigeria. Buhari knows that if they should they should sign in that electoral reform, this new electoral reform, which is being proposed by both Senate and the House of Rep, the chances of rigging the election will be very slim, limited. Are you getting it? So they have presented this thing to him. I think this should be the second reading. After the second reading, third reading, and he does not assent his signature on it, it will be the Senate will use their veto power to override this thing. Are you getting me? So our prayer is that, you know, when they say when two evil people, all those people at the top, when they start fighting, that's when they will start that's when they will start being a little bit truthful to win masses. Are you getting it? Now they want to endear themselves to win the masses, so some of them will start acting like saints. Are you getting it? So, but my prayer is that the fight should continue up there. The fight should continue. Is for our own benefits. The fight between the executive and the legislative arms of government, they should continue fighting, because at the end of the day, it's like there is more likelihood that it will favor with the masses. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, thank you for joining us. Would you like to tell us what's frustrating you?
What's frustrating me, or let's generalize it.
I want to start with you personally, because everybody has their own frustration.
But that word frustration anyway. Let me just say the issue that Nigeria is facing. Let me term it that way. Okay. The Nigerian political system, the structure is faulted. It has to be resolved. I don't know, because the masses are being manipulated upon. And to me, what we have is not election, it's election. Whereby we have 6 geopolitical zones, and there is a godfather that will tell us, he will study the electorate, try to give us somebody that we should vote for. And when you vote for that person, in another 4 years, he tell you, no, I have another candidate. And sometimes I now begin to wonder, I study everything, I look at it from the in-depth, and I begin to wonder, why is it that Nigeria has gotten to this level? Probably because of hunger. Hunger is a major problem. Hunger is a very, very big problem in Nigeria. As I'm faulting the present administration, you don't fight corruption. What you need to fight is hunger. When you fight hunger and poverty, then you've conquered corruption. So it is frustrating. It is frustrating. Even the elections that we have, the issue in Osun State, a situation whereby a particular political party is leading, and all of a sudden you now change it. I don't know. The incumbent party had to change it and telling us that there's what we call rerun. I don't think we have that in our constitution. Is there anything called rerun election? We don't have rerun, but you know, they just bring 1 or 2 things, they bring it up and they go away with it. And what we have is not even corruption. You don't fight corruption, it's witch hunting. You can't have the president fighting somebody in his political party. No. Is that how to fight corruption? But you witch hunt. Okay, this one is not against my political party. Then you go use the rule and your veto power to witch hunt that individual. And you begin to manipulate the polity. So Nigeria is, I don't know.
So tell me what you would do differently.
Well, what I would do differently if elected into power. Right now, Nigeria, the over-dependence on oil is a major problem. Because when the oil price is down at the labor market, at what will I call it, the global market rather, then you know Nigeria now begin to go down the drain into inflation and recession. So diversifying the economy at this stage is what we need to begin to work on. We have so many things that we can do in Nigeria. Our land is fertile. So agriculture to me is something that we should go into it. Full scale agriculture. The northerners, they plant, they are good in these things. So when you support them, give them a platform. Instead of using money to bribe and electorates to vote for you, channel this money rightly into something that will bring food to the table of every Nigerian. When you are well fed, then you know Nigeria is moving to its promised land. So when you tackle poverty by diversifying the economy, of course, I think that alone, you have solved a minute problem out of the various problems that we have in Nigeria. And I can begin to list a whole lot of them. We have power, you begin to hear megabytes and all of these things, megawatts rather. These policies, they don't work because it is results that you know that, okay, when you see results, then you know the government is working. But when there's no results, they are figures. You tell me Nigeria is going from this and that. Look at delay, look at everything. Employment, you tell me so number of youths are employed. How? So enough for propaganda. Enough for propaganda.
So who do you think is going to bring this change that we need?
Wow. Who do I think?
Do you have somebody in mind that you are confident in that can come and at least make a few changes? I mean, everything can change overnight, we know that, but can make a few changes in 4 years.
I think I will beseech the youth of this country. They should go into politics. It is high time we stop shying away from politics. Because when you look at the structure, Buhari ruled in the military era, came back in the civilian era to rule again. Atiku, a deputy of Obasanjo, coming back again to rule. What has he done differently that he will come to do again? Then he was fighting with his boss. You should know that it is still selfish interest. Looking for a way to amass wealth to themselves. The wealth is not circulating. So the way forward is just the youth. The youth need to come into it. Go to every political party. Learn. Humble yourself to learn. Look at what they are doing. When we are humble enough to learn, exhibit emotional intelligence. See what they are doing. Then you now learn from their mistake. Then we eat the polity. I'm telling you. You said?
I said that could work.
Of course, it will. It will.
So are you going into politics yourself?
Of course. That is the most important thing now at this stage that we are. Because if Atiku should come in again for another 8 years, you will say, okay, who do we bring again? They can even go back as bringing someone like Ken Unamani, someone like Babangida. They can. These people, you know, they now begin to play cards. They begin to choose themselves. So that when I bring somebody that is my, what will I call it now? Somebody that has worked with me. And I'm telling Nigerians that this person can do it. So when the person is there, the person will give me return as the godfather. So we need new sets of people. Youths. When I mean youths, I mean intelligent youths. Very intelligent youths.
All right then. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.
There's what they call light force. Occupied it. Are you getting it?
Would you like to share with us?
You don't want to keep civilian populace.
Talk about what?
Why Nigerians are frustrated?
Where?
We're talking about why Nigerians are frustrated. What is frustrating us in Nigeria?
Frustration is because they have deviated from the will of God. He said, the Bible said that the righteousness exalted a nation. Without righteousness, you can't move forward. When people are so much corrupt and so much evil is in on land, how can you expect the nation to move forward?
That is why we are like this today. But if you can go back, return back to God, do good, love your neighbor as yourself, live a righteous life, avoid corruption, extortion, killings, inordinate ambition for money and material things. If we can do that, this nation will be great. We have gifted by God. We have so many resources. We have so many potential in both human assets and human resources. They are there. But what we lack, people that are determined that will harness all these things, harness all the Nigerian potentials so that we can be great nation again. I believe we can be great. But because of evil in the land, every other person is battling for what to eat. For themselves, selfishness all over the land. That's why the nation is like this today. But if we can go back to God and listen to the word of God, love our neighbor as ourselves, serve this nation without looking at what we get. You understand? Yeah. We work for the good of others, the entity called Nigeria. Work for the good of Nigeria, not for the good of our personal enrichment and other things. Because what has happened nowadays, because there's something we call lack of social security. Because you know, when you are out of job or out of what do you call it, your business, nobody will care for you again. So what you do is to get an insurance by acquiring so much. In case when you are out of job, when you are out of the government, you can be sustained. That's what is killing us today. But if we can have a kind of what we call social security, like it was in those days, we all look out for our neighbors. If you don't have food, you can go to your neighbor's house and eat. You can go to your brother's place and have comfortable accommodation. But today, those things are, individualism has killed this nation. We are always looking for our own enrichment, not for the general good. So if you can go.
Who do you think can help take us back to this place that you speak of?
I believe that Nigeria is gifted with good leaders. Yeah. But the issue is that because of the notion that they are not there, because there's something that we are learning in the school about the basis and superstructure. The professor said that if the basis is faulty, the superstructure will be faulty. So in the grassroots, there are people that are gifted. If you promote those people, like I look at P2B, I've listened to his speeches. Yeah, he has been able to show us what a leader can do. I believe this kind of person can lead this country, can put everything right. Person that they cannot, that are sent from nursery, he wants to use a public fund in a very good way, not for ostentation. You understand what I mean? Not for a show off. But he said that he called down the government expenditure, and today Anambra State economy is sound. Yes. Those are the leaders we want. People like P2B. Among all the politicians, he's a star. Yeah, I like his style. I've studied him over time, and I said, if I can have that kind of state governor, my state will be transformed. If I can have that kind of minister in this nation, the nation will be transformed. If I can have that kind of president, Nigeria will be transformed. Someone who has a goal, not someone just came up without objective, because already he has that objective to improve on things I made. We have leaders. I'm a leader myself. The little position I've been given, I've been able to put my footprint in the sand of history. All the places I've led, in all the places I've been to, in all the companies I've led, I've done that. It's easy to be a leader and achieve, to be an achiever. Very easy. So what we need is a go-getter. You understand what I mean? So.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right, guys. today has been something else. Truly, we came here to find out why Nigerians are frustrated. And if you've been watching, you've seen that more than enough has been said. I'm sure there are several comments. We should probably just read one or two comments before we shut down. Let's hear what people that have been watching are saying. Are they about to move? Ooh, loads of comments. Okay, no fighting. We won't be reading any fighting comments. I wish Peter Obi will be the president. Nigeria will be great. That's what Nancy says. Sharon is saying, don't feel bad about what is or not going on there, because here in the US, it's like a soap opera or a Lifetime network. Stay tuned. Ifeanyi says, Buhari is clueless. He should be the Minister of Traveling. Alright guys, keep sending in your comments. It's been quite an interesting day, hasn't it? Yes, it has. So of course we'll be back here for Facebook Live tomorrow. Stay tuned and God bless.